You five know, and I know, that the Caps are going to break our hearts tonight. And I can't believe you're wasting your time talking about victory buns and poisons and all that nonsense.
Are you being serious? Why are you so negative?
Hey,
they are going to lose. They are going to lose because that's what they do.
Hey, you've
and
been
that's how about this? I feel so confident they're going to lose, I'm not going to watch the game.
Perfect soundtrack, by the way. You're playing, is it Lightning Crashes or Crashing by Live? Perfect. Kudos to you, Valdez.
Those are the words of Bishbucks,
yes.
Jason Bishop, who is joining us right now. I think he's very happy to be wrong, even though he lost $500, I believe.
You have to admit you lied. Kate. You definitely watched the game.
What?
Come on, it's not called lightning crashing. What are you, noob?
I said it's either lightning crashes or lightning crashing.
It's lightning crashes.
Are you a millennial all of a sudden? You know nothing about music?
Hey, you're retraining the guns off of yourself, my friend. I see what you're doing here.
Hey, I hear everyone hates me in D.C. this morning.
Well, admit that you watched it, first and foremost.
I watched the second period and the third period at my favorite bar, one of my favorite bars, Passion Fin.
Hold on, so you missed the Ovi snipe 62 seconds
Where were you during the first period? You were at some softball thing or something?
My daughter had practice, so we were on the softball field. But I was checking my phone like every 5 minutes. Time to watch second and third period. You know, last night.
What was the atmosphere? Hold up. What was the atmosphere in a restaurant like that where the game is on?
I mean, there was only a few people in there. There was probably 5 or 6 people watching. It was just me and my buddy. We were the biggest Caps fans in the place. But I was thinking Tom Wilson's one of the most, well, I don't know if he's underrated. He's one of the most valuable players in the NHL because of what he brings that doesn't show up in the box score. Mm-hmm. I mean, the fact that he hits so hard. I mean, he creates opportunities. And what he did after the penalty, those other 20 guys on the bench were saying, we're not losing this effing game. That was unbelievable. And yes, I was wrong. And yes, I owe my bookie $989. And you know what? I'm glad to pay him because that was awesome to watch last night.
I would not be glad to pay him.
$989? What is the $989? I thought it was just...
Probably.
I was down $489, and then you had the $500.
You tried to win it all back.
But you know what? I don't care.
Make up for it with the ratings bonus this quarter.
Let's hope. Let's hope. Hey, Cakes,
yes.
If I come in tomorrow, I'm on vacation, but I was actually thinking about coming in today.
You're so bored.
But I stayed up to watch the press conferences. I was up till midnight, so I just said screw it. But if I come in tomorrow, are you going to drink Jack and Coke with me?
I don't do Jack and Coke, but I'll drink. I've been drinking champagne this morning.
You should have come in today for that. We're drinking champagne.
Well, we could do it tomorrow.
If you come in tomorrow, I'm taking off.
I'll drink some Deep Eddy.
All right. I was hoping we could celebrate tomorrow.
We can. If you bring in some booze, I'll celebrate with you. Will you come in? Will you take your pants off?
I won't do that, but I got a brand spanking new bottle of Jack for you if you want.
He is Porky Pigging as we speak.
Although I did put my pants on to go to the bathroom.
Yes.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Nice job. I didn't think you were going to pull that one off.
He has his Nubby Bjorn Borg underwear on the microphone stand right now.
By the way, I know I was wrong, and I'm happy to be wrong. Was I the only person in D.C. who didn't think that they could win Game 6 and 7?
No, you were probably
a lot of people.
in the majority.
I was right, exactly. So I might get killed.
You just voiced it, that's all.
Yeah, but the thing is that, and I know you, it's just how you live your life, especially with your sports teams. You're just always negative.
Yeah, I know. That's true. Well, especially with the Caps.
So can you enjoy it, though? Like, can you enjoy it being so...
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. You should have seen me last night. I was going home, period at the restaurant, came home, and watched the third period in my room. My wife was sleeping. She had no idea what was going on. I'm just going nuts. I'm fist pumping, going nuts, dogs barking. I mean, it was just an awesome thing to watch. I felt so good for Ovi.
Hey, have you already placed a Hedgie Poo bet on the Golden Knights? Be honest.
I haven't yet, but I will.
I know you will.
But you know what I was thinking? I don't know if you guys touched on this yet, but I feel better about this now than I did the last 2 series because if Vegas were to win in their first year, I mean, what they're doing is unbelievable. I just think if they were to win the Stanley Cup, it would be one of the greatest feats, not just in sports history, but just in world history. I mean, I think that would be a greater feat than landing on the moon.
Well, I
feel pretty good.
Berlin Wall going down.
You know what? I wouldn't, because that would mean the Caps lost the Stanley Cup. And I would look at that not as an accomplishment, but as a gigantic failure.
I just feel like, I mean, Vegas is, I mean, I'm not going to say I know nothing about Vegas.
I
right?
know
I mean,
less
they're
than
obviously
you.
very
I know
good.
Flurry. And I know
they're
our
very
guy
good.
they have, our old guy. Who's the guy that...
Nate Schmidt.
Yeah.
And they have an experienced goalie, but, man, they are just, I mean, can they keep winning?
They're so free rolling.
They're 12.
They are free rolling.
They're 12-3 in the playoffs, and their goalie's allowing less than 2 goals per game. So they've been playing very well.
Can that continue, though? I guess it could.
Of course. Look,
I don't know, I
I
just
said
feel-
it, and I think a lot of people felt it too, that when they got over the hump of beating Pittsburgh, now it was a huge psychological hurdle that they had to get over, and now they could play up to their true potential.
I think you're right. I feel really good about this series. I do.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously Fleury could stonewall them and they could lose, but man, God, I just feel like they are playing at such a different level now.